Okay. Hey. Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Hey. Hi.
Hello.
Yellz. Okay. Hey. Can you hear
Hi.
us?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. Cool.
You are!
There it is. Hell yeah, boss.
Oh, hey!
Oh, yeah!
Good morning! And welcome to episode 1030. Oof, that's a lot of Hard Factor. It is Thursday, September 1st. Oh, man. That's also a lot. Jump from August, September 1st, 2022. Thank you for cheating on the news with us. Today, Pat's got military racism, McDonald's, and crypto in a very all-American cup of coffee in the big time.
Yeah, it's a real cup of coffee right up my alley. Sorry.
That's America playing the hits right there.
Yeah, I mean, that's just...
Yeah.
Not sorry.
And we had Pizza Hut yesterday, McDonald's today.
Dude, that Pizza Hut thing blew up. Well, nice trend forecasting on that.
The old pizza.
Everyone's talking about Pizza Hut now.
Yeah,
Everyone's talking about it.
Yeah.
It was a big deal. It's
It's a great ad.
Gorbachev, who I always get confused with Yeltsin, but yeah, it's Gorbachev.
They're different guys.
With the
Yeah.
I think Yeltsin was already dead. I think. No, right? No, it has.
Someone still loves you, Boris Yeltsin. That's all I know. That band that took his name.
Yeah. See, I don't know. We got to brush up on our Russian history. Mark has a unique food function double on deck.
Yeah. Not talking about just eating and shitting, right? Different function.
Oh,
You get what I see there? You see what I get there? Get what I mean?
I think so.
Think food, but not traditional. Okay.
It's
No
sexual?
idea. Great
Sexual?
tease.
Could be. It could be. I'm not going to say,
Okay.
but it's not.
Could be sexual.
I can't wait. Find out. Got my wheels turning.
You know what is sexual? It's sexy and wet. It's the TikTok International Moment. That's what's up third. And then Wes is going to put us in to another very sexy segment, an interview with Yellz. Yellz 0? Yellz 1.
Yells something.
Yelz is our new
Yelz
big
both.
natural spokesperson.
She is, but guys, big thing about
is this official? Have we?
Yeah, so this is with breaking news. Most
Whoa.
importantly, that Yellz is the new spokesperson for Big Naturals. But most importantly, the interview, Wes, right? Am I right? We're examining that TikTok is absolutely discriminating against women with large breasts. We have
Right.
proof of it.
Absolutely.
We break it down. Yellz is a target, and women out there with large breasts are targets on TikTok. And TikTok needs to answer for this because she lays out exactly what happened to her. She lost 1.7 million followers, an account with it, and for no explanation, no nudity, no nothing like that. Just having big boobs.
They just took her account down.
Yeah.
Because they hate her. They hate her
Also,
body.
1.7 million. What was she up for a week? Because she should probably have like 50 million.
I think she's back to 1 million now on the backup account.
Oh, she's She just keeps growing and growing.
I thought when we went into the
Robust
interview that it was going to
set
be
of followers.
it was going to be, just bullshit, but they really are. TikTok's got some questions to answer for sure.
Well, they don't.
They
They
sure
don't
do,
censor us.
Look at the. Look at her.
Actually, they do censor us sometimes, but not because
They do,
of our-
exactly. Yeah.
Not because of our,
Yep. So that's breaking news here on Hard Factor. We broke it for you guys. TikTok needs to answer to this. Why are they discriminating against large-breasted women?
Why would they? I don't know.
Need to answer.
seems like a really foolish plan for your company to do
Mark,
that.
if you haven't seen the video of her explaining potholes in the roads,
It's like selling pizza with no cheese.
you got to
Yeah.
check it out.
Stay tuned to the interview at the end of the show because we play that video in the interview.
Excellent.
Oh, we play all
Yeah,
the
well,
hits.
guys,
it's worth
What a
the watch.
treat.
Let's do the news, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Cup of coffee in the big time.
Okay, first up, washed-up comedian and father of Elle King, Rob Schneider, went on the Glenn Beck show and made it clear that he doesn't care about his career. He's willing to stand up and be political instead. But he said this. He said this quote about SNL. Hate to crap on my old show. But I literally
Was
prayed.
he dressed as Deuce Bigelow?
No, he had a fucking Kangol hat on.
When he plunges it and the turd floats into the fishbowl.
Yeah, he was dressed like old douche. But he was talking about how Kate McKinnon sang Hallelujah on SNL related to the Trump Hillary thing.
Right, the day
Anyway,
after the election, right?
day after the election, right?
Yeah.
Schneider says, I literally prayed, please have a joke on the end. Don't do this. Please don't go there. And then there was no joke. And at the end, I went, it's over. It's over. It's not going to come back. That's what killed the show, Rob.
I mean, it's a funny point that there was no joke on. That was a good performance, but it is a funny point by Rob that there was no comedy.
They do that once every decade or so. Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, but the cast with Rob Schneider was pretty strong.
Oh,
was
yeah.
fun.
I mean, he was in the heyday. Schneider.
He was like the weakest cast member because it was so strong. Yeah.
He was carried by a team of titans. Name it off. Like
He's still
Farley
carried by a
probably
team of
on there.
titans.
I mean, Chris Farley,
Phil
Rock,
Hartman, Dana
Adam
Carvey,
Sandler,
Rock,
Phil-
Sandler,
Kevin
Nealon.
Nealon, yeah.
Yeah.
Rob's got some shit to talk. He's like the worst player on a championship
Spade.
team.
Yeah.
You know, and like
Yeah, Spade. Yeah,
He's literally
exactly.
still swimming in Sandler's wake.
it's like Tony Kukoc talking shit to you. You can't really say much back. Like,
But he admits it. They did. I remember an MTV Cribs with Rob Schneider, and he goes, "This is the house that Sandler built," because he cast him in all of his movies, and
Means it literally.
yeah, he meant it literally.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
He knows.
Yeah.
Deuce Bigelow, great movie though. Keep it in the circus. It's a huge bitch. All right, moving on, guys. Let's talk about our favorite restaurant, McDonald's. So the head of McDonald's, U.S. on Wednesday, criticized a California bill that, if passed, would give the state of California more control over pay for fast food workers, right? And the McDonald's guy said it unfairly targets big chains. And then what is the bill? Well, the California State Senate earlier this week, they passed the bill. I don't know if it's gone through the other side. That would give a 10-person council in California the authority to raise the industry's minimum wage up to $22 an hour for chains with more than 100 locations nationally. And California's current minimum wage, $15.50 an hour, FYI.
It's a $7 raise. That's pretty nice for fast food
That's
workers.
going to hurt McDonald's.
Yeah. Also,
that
fighting the
the
bills
birthplace of
Chipotle
McDonald's?
and Chick-fil-A.
California?
Is it?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah,
believe
San
so.
Bernardino, right?
Yeah,
I believe you're right.
Yes. But it
Crocs.
wasn't McDonald's, right? It was different. It was like the Brothers.
Well, I mean, that was the original McDonald's.
yeah.
I did a little digging. And did you guys see that TikTok going around recently about the richest man or the second richest man to ever play in the NBA is not, LeBron. It's not, it is Jordan, but after Jordan, right? It's not LeBron. It's not Kevin Garnett. It's not all these people. It's this guy that played in the NBA for like 6 or 8 years who bought McDonald's franchises. I forget his name. Have you guys seen that?
No, I have not.
What?
Right. It's
What an
widely known
investor.
that having a McDonald's franchise will get you paid, right? We stayed at
Yeah.
that beach house this summer with PFT. They rented
Right.
it from McDonald's franchise owner. It was nice.
I mean, that's a nice house. The house McDonald's built. But
That's right.
I mean, it is the best. Like I was talking about it with my wife the other day. It's unbeatable when you go across the board. When you just look at the hits. When you look at the breakfast menu, you look at the lunch menu, which is also the dinner menu, and you realize that at the top, like 4 sandwiches and sides, the hash browns, the fries, it's like pretty much unbeatable. Like you can't, and it's also got the widest range. I mean, McDonald's is hard to beat. It's tough.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's impossible to beat.
You guys
Junior
said it
Bridgman
well. Yeah,
is the
Junior
guy's name.
Bridgman. He became one of the top 5 richest former athletes in the world through McDonald's franchises.
There you go. Now, I did a little digging, guys, because I figured, what do we know about McDonald's? They own the land. It's very expensive to get in, apparently, right? And but they got to be printing cash, right? According to a Fox Business poll or research study, McDonald's franchisees net an estimated only $150K a year in profit, with an average investment between $1 million and $2 million to get a franchise.
Okay, 10%
Seems
per
low.
year though. Well, but it's a long play.
It is a long
And you figure that if you have to buy that property, does that belong to you or does that belong
No,
to
McDonald's owns the land. That's their thing.
Yeah, that's the whole thing about McDonald's.
So you have to pay that just to just to be the owner.
That's how,
Just to be
how
the
that guy
franchise.
fucked him over.
That's how Crocker fucked him over. Yeah.
Yeah. Croc. Yeah.
Wow. Well, still probably worth it because like if you're gonna keep the rights to it forever and you keep it up, I mean,
Yeah, McDonald's
gonna
runs
make
itself.
money.
I could get behind the counter of McDonald's right now. I've been there so much and do okay.
well, they don't even
Right.
have like literally they don't have like people taking your order at a lot of them anymore.
It's robots
Yeah.
now.
The main thing you need is to keep it like clean, no rats and stuff, right? Other than that, that's anyone can clean, right?
No
There are
fights, no
McDonald's
shooting.
that I will pass by that I know serve shitty fries. They don't serve fresh fries, or they're cold. I will skip those McDonald's.
Wes, we know that you you're a tough McDonald's judge.
You're a
I don't think
McDonald's
that-
connoisseur.
I don't
let's
think
be honest,
everyone's at
yeah.
your level, Wes. Okay.
No,
Do you keep
you're
a
the
list?
highest level
Should be.
McDonald's. You got a McDonald's black belt, Wes.
Yeah.
There's-
But
I mean, they
It's a
should
big-
hire you.
yeah, it's
They
a
should
it's
hire
a
you
size
to go.
46.
They should hire you and put you in a van and have you travel around in like an RV around the world to go to different McDonald's and give your critiques.
I would love that.
Yeah.
Well, someone out there
love
make
that.
that happen for Wes. And by the way, Mark still doesn't have a Wikipedia page. I mean, I'm tired of asking for it.
You got to be shitting
How
me.
is it?
I'm tired of asking for it. But I mean, look, like
BORGHI.
there's millions and millions and millions of streams on this show, and no one out there can figure out how to get MARK with a K, BORGHI,
Yeah.
a Wikipedia.
I've been pouring it out day in and day out, bearing my soul. And,
What's
and
the
I
name of
can't
that?
get I can't get a fucking Wikipedia page.
What's the name of that magazine we did an interview for?
Playboy.
Playboy. It was Playboy magazine. No, but I think technically the Barstool blog is you can reference as a reference. So like there's that, or there's some interviews that we did. You can find press on Mark. Get him a page. Okay.
Luckbox magazine.
Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
Luckbox magazine. Yeah, there you go. All right, guys. The Texas woman. Remember this lady who got pulled over in the HOV lane, and the cop was like, "Where's your other person?" And she was like, "It's in my uterus."
Yeah.
Remember her? Yeah.
Wait.
So
maybe.
Roe v. Wade got turned over June 24, right?
She
And-
says she could HOV because she's pregnant.
Oh
it's
yeah,
the same
yeah,
person.
yeah.
Right. So she actually she fought that ticket. It didn't have to go to the Supreme Court because the Dallas County traffic court let it go. I don't know. If,
You let that one go. You're listening.
I don't know if
this
if
lady's
they're
a
trying to-
headache.
Well, the cop would have had to show up right to
Yeah.
court, so he probably didn't.
yeah, I don't think it was that they were
Understand.
trying to not set precedent or set precedent. They were just like, "Oh, get out of here, lady.
It was a
Get out of here,
massive
you pregnant
story.
lady."
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
it
pretty.
was like-
That's pretty cheeky of you.
Right.
the
It was one of the
protest.
top trends that day. Yeah.
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 It's
Well, it's a big deal. It makes you think. She got pulled over again. Same thing. HOV lane ticketed. Two
Why'd
times.
Why'd they give her? Why'd they give her another?
They don't
ticket?
know it's her, man. I mean, they just.
Different cop, probs.
Okay, but
and she's visibly pregnant still, right?
Plus, it's the cop's job. It's not the cop's job to be the judge. They let it get sorted out in court. They just uphold
true.
the law.
Listen, I'm with it. Pregnant women, HOV lane.
I
I'm
agree.
down.
100%.
Who's against it? I don't understand. If she's visibly pregnant, I don't know what officer's given the ticket. This
Question
is,
is
what's so
who?
confusing.
That's what I'm
who's
saying.
going to verify? You know, like is there going to be a gynecological kit in the back of the?
No, just
police
look at her
car?
stomach, and you're like, okay, that's
Pat saying women that aren't pregnant can
You gotta
just kind of
show.
get a fake pregnancy.
You got to show.
yeah. Okay, yeah. What are the in Texas heat? They're driving around with a fucking extra like layer of pillow on.
Remember that girl we went to middle school
doubt
with, who everyone thought was pregnant? Turned out to be just a tumor she had.
What?
You
Then
remember
she
that?
could-
I'll tell you the
She
name.
could
offline.
ride HOV forever. She lived in Dallas.
Yeah,
We
you
were
remember
like,
that?
You're
I guess you
pregnant. I don't remember that. No.
Yeah, everyone thought she was pregnant.
That's bad. I mean, that's terrible.
They have parking
benign.
spots for pregnant women. You know,
That's true. That's true. Think about the guy they're going home to.
horrible.
Let's let him ride HOV or gal.
That's right.
Or no one, or cat. You know, people can get pregnant on their own these days. Times are changing.
That's true.
Shout out to
You
Forbes.
still need a sperm, right? I mean,
yeah, you got to get it somewhere.
You get donor.
right?
Mark sperm's
yeah.
out there.
Whoa. I don't know if they released it. That was up to them. I didn't do my last blood test for them. So if they
This
released
is great stuff to put in his Wikipedia.
it goes, yeah. One-time sperm donor that didn't go through his final.
Children? Question mark.
Mark,
kept
you better,
emailing
you
me,
better
they're like-
stay away from 23andMe is all I got to tell you.
I know.
Yep.
They keep emailing me. They finally stopped, but for like 5 years afterwards. This was like when I was so broke. It was like 22.
23andMe is going to
23.
come back and
I was
get ya.
23 and me in a room is what it was, jerking off. They kept emailing me. They're like, $500. Could that bring you back to do the last blood test? And I was like, at that point, I'd like dug myself out of the hole a little bit. So like, I was like, nope. No.
Do they ever
23andMe
threaten to kill your
test,
sperm?
right?
Like, we have your sperm. We're about to dump it down the drain unless you fill out this form.
No, they just kept being like, "Are you there? You
Oh, they
signed a
want you-
contract with us.
yeah.
Are you there?" Like they're
They
like,
wanna
"You're
use it
supposed.
so
You have to
badly.
come back if you can. If you're reading this, you have to come back." I was like, "Yeah,
Well, you put
Please, can we
1480
use
on
this
your
batch?
SATs.
I know."
Yeah.
Oh, right. Yeah.
I
in
was-
high school.
I was probably like 170, 175 back
Yeah.
then.
You were
know,
prized.
Oh, right. Yeah, true. Your stats at the time.
They
was
rolled
a
out the red
specimen.
carpet for you to jerk
Yeah,
off.
that's
Financial
right.
degree from Virginia Tech.
Yeah, your stats at the time were like off the
Oh,
charts.
they wanted that sperm, and they're like, "Your
GPA?
sperm is
Oh, my
excellent." You know, like
This
it's
way,
like,
Mr.
yeah.
Borgie.
Yeah.
Look, in the email it said, we don't normally say this, but this is one of some of the best sperm we've ever seen.
That's right. They're really trying to get me to come back and get that second blood test.
We're looking at this sperm under a microscope on our lunch break for fun. Just that's how good it is.
Because you couldn't be like a pothead, right? They tested. For
You
like
should see, Mark,
that type of
if,
stuff.
if they like roll. You should go back just to try to donate and see
Yeah.
if they roll out the same type of red carpet.
I don't think so. I don't think so. Because I even remember at the time, like I was just starting. It was like maybe like early to mid 20s. Like I was just starting to gain weight, so I was going from flat stomach, 6-pack to like getting a little pudgy.
Well, you used to work a job, an extra job where you were reffing soccer games,
Yeah,
and you were
jogging
playing
around.
all the time, so you
Yeah.
were like in incredible shape.
Double
like, at
dipping.
one point. Yeah.
Yeah, so like so they even took a picture though, and the lady took a picture of my face, and then she took a picture of my stomach, and the one guy who works there is like a doctor type thing. He was like, "Why are you taking a picture of his stomach?" Because like they want to show the prospective people if they're fat or not.
Start a bidding war.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, they were like, she was like, "Oh, I can see a stick."
But the doctor asked
I can see
that.
the outline
Yeah,
still.
the
Let me get
doctor was
a,
like, what?
let me get
It
a
was-
picture.
Right, which
No, I'm
means,
telling you, no, I was
it's
because I was
not
getting,
protocol.
no, it's because I was about 10 pounds overweight at that point.
Oh.
Yeah. So you had the nice abs going still.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not
By the
bad.
way,
Not bad.
where is mysperm.com and where is marksperm.com? Both available. Might get those after the show today. Ryonscock.com. It's
That's
just
the big one.
check it
His
out.
sperm's everywhere.
Yeah.
Check it
We've
out.
probably all drank it in the ocean.
We're all covered in Orion jizz.
You remember those stories? These are great headline stories. Like Wells Fargo accidentally pays woman $2 million. Bank error in your favor. Remember that? You guys know those
Yeah.
stories?
Yeah.
Right. But they're just like major cock teases. They treat you essentially like Mark treated
Right,
the
because you
sperm
have to
bank.
give it
Because there's
back.
nothing there.
Right.
Because it's centralized banking. It ultimately goes back to the bank.
Right.
Right.
Yes.
They get it back.
But not in crypto. Uh-oh. Yeah. You guys remember crypto.com? They got the naming rights to the, I believe it's the maybe Golden State Warriors, or is it the LA I don't know. But anyway, one of those California stadiums. Matt Damon was their spokesperson.
That's right.
he did-
Super Bowl
he did
ad.
That commercial.
He did the commercial right before the crash. That was amazing.
Be brave
bold,
or whatever.
be bold.
Yeah,
Yeah, be
future
bold,
is
and
for
then
the
Lose it
bold.
all. Like these assholes, referring to Will and me. We didn't use crypto.com. They're still afloat. Not
should've
Celsius
used
and
them,
Voyager
Pat.
though.
We should have used crypto. Turns out all those people were mad at Matt Damon. He actually gave you pretty good advice because me and Pat, our exchanges they took our money and ran.
Certainly could have given you worse advice, right?
Yeah.
Anyway, so here's what happened, guys. Back in December 2021, crypto.com, they mistakenly transferred 10.5 Christina millions to a lady instead of $100 in the form of a
dream.
refund, right, that she'd asked for. They didn't discover the error for 7 months, probably right around the time crypto crashed.
Right. They didn't care.
Yeah.
It's like
Shit.
they're so rich. Yeah.
The woman's Australian. She's got the name Theva Managari Maniville. She lives in Melbourne, and yeah, she requested a refund. They sent her $10.5 million. I guess the company operates as Forest GFS, Foris GFS in Australia, but they tried to sue her and freeze her bank accounts.
Crypto trying to sue me?
Yeah,
right.
didn't work out, and most of the money's gone. A court heard that 1.35 million of the cash went to a 4-bedroom property on Craigieburn, Melbourne, which I guess is a town or island.
It's right
who
on the
knows?
coast, yeah.
Yep, there you go. The ownership of that property had been given to her sister, who lives in Malaysia. So good luck getting the deed to that. And attempts to freeze the account have been unsuccessful.
I mean, she could have just transferred it to another account right away. You know?
Right. Immediately. Yeah.
Yes. And she's not really playing by their rules either. Emails to Mandeville's lawyers were simply responded to with "received, thanks."
Yeah. Nanny boo boo is her official response.
Yeah. Give us our money back. Yeah, got it. Thanks.
Yeah.
Ooh, man.
Sorry,
Did
crypto
they like threaten
company.
her life? They should have just threatened her life. That would have gotten me.
No,
to
they're
give
just
money
gonna have
back.
to eat it.
Yeah.
That's pretty amazing. So she requested a refund. Sorry, from what at the beginning? She just,
$100. I don't know. Maybe I haven't used crypto.com, so I don't know what that.
Probably
for
for fees. Probably
maybe
for fees.
maybe like the premium service.
Yeah.
Or,
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's just an all-time fuck up by
Yeah.
crypto.
Major
They just
fuck up.
sent her $10.5 million too much.
Where's the half get in there? I get the 10 million.
It's probably because they probably sent her. Yeah, a good question. Maybe it's someone disgruntled with the company.
Maybe we want to look into that.
Yeah.
All right, but let's get into the top story of the day.
It's probably because it was $105 or something like that.
You think
We're gonna go
Yeah.
back to Melbourne too.
Melbourne.
The cream of the crop!
Okay, you guys familiar with West Point, right? You guys
Yeah,
know
of
West
course.
Point?
Army.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yep, New York. It's a beautiful campus up there. Went up
Proud
there with,
Academy, right?
went up there with Kate. Went on a hike, which actually couldn't get onto the campus because it's a military academy. But right around there, it's really nice.
My senior year roommate at college and lifelong friend quit West Point after a couple of years.
That's one of the places you have to get a senator or a congressman to sign off for you, right?
That's very true. It's one of the 5 service academies here in the United States. I think there's 6 because there's one here in New York that's like small, but the Citadel Army, which is West Point, Naval Academy, Air Force. What am I forgetting? Service based. Yeah, and the one here in New York, I think. That's
Shout
fine.
out Juice. He was a kicker though. He was going to make it to the NFL had he stayed, but you know.
He made it into the NCAA game, which is really the best of both
He got
worlds.
a check for like $50 recently. Like for
Nice.
There you go.
Yeah.
Name, image,
video game?
likeness.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way,
Nice.
I asked the head of football operations of our show what's going on with the NIL stuff because I figured he'd know. He told me that what a lot of boosters are doing is they're coming together as a conglomerate. So like the 10 or 15, let's say for example, car dealerships in town, and they're signing 4-year endorsement contracts for those car dealerships. So the college person would be like, oh, I'm going to get paid $8 million and I'll do, 14 commercials for all the car dealerships in town over the next 4 years. Bam, getting paid. Pretty nice,
Oh, nice.
college player. Yeah. Anyway, back to West Point. They're not getting paid that kind of cash because no one cares about Army football. The academy was founded in 1802, right? After President TJ said, found it, right? And they did. It's the oldest of the 5 service academies. If you want to be an officer in the Army, that's where you go. And as Wes pointed out earlier, you need a congressional recommendation to get in there, which, by the way, if you're a lady, easiest way to do that is to send a nude photo to Florida Congressman Matt Gaetz at militarynudes@gates.house.gov. You want to include your full name, when you plan to graduate, and where you want to go. It's handled. Doesn't matter what state you're from. That's militarynudes@gates.house.gov. Dudes, you're out of luck. Sorry.
The generals
anyway.
are like, how come Gates has approved all of the female cadet candidates?
Gates is in his office door shut. Hold all calls.
We're going to need a stamp. Anyway, guys, on top of recommending students, Congress also keeps a close eye on West Point, and much like Wes does when he examines each voicemail or 5-star review that comes in a hard factors inbox for racist symbology.
That's right.
Yes, Congress does that for West Point. And according to a report released about a particular symbol that hangs above the Bartlett Hall Science Center, it's created quite a stir. Anyone want to guess what the symbol is?
Is it a single symbol?
There are 3 symbols. One of the symbols is it's a plaque. It's a golden plaque. There are 3
Is
of
it a
them.
bird looking to the side?
It's not a Nazi bird, no, but that's a good guess, Wes.
Is it like a stonemason type thing? The Illuminati?
That's closer. Great guess. Not exactly. No, Mark, you got any?
Is it 2 guys?
It's 2 guys banging.
Yeah.
Even closer. Here it is, guys. It's a guy with a rifle in a
Whoa.
KKK hood, and it
KKK.
says Ku Klux Klan below it.
It sure does.
Wow.
That's
Look at that.
That's pretty.
The whole thing.
pretty blatant. Yeah.
Where is
Will
that?
you rate
Science,
that-
Science Center? Science?
Yeah, that's inside the science hall.
Cool. Yeah. that's
So
great.
what is it? What else? Like, is it other, groups around them that you wouldn't, you know, that you'd want to look out for? Is that what's going on? Is that like a wall of enemies or something, or what's...
Well, no. So it's like right inside the door, above a door, right? So there's 3 plaques. They're gold encrusted. They could be bronze, gold colored, right? You have the words Ku Klux Klan, and then above it, like a pendant circle, kind of embossed, right? And then you have a hooded Klansman with a gun. To the left of that hooded Klansman is Robert E. Lee, and to the right, Jeb Stuart. Now, the commission, the naming commission, Congressional Naming Commission, is not asking that the Jeb Stuart or the Robert E. Lee be removed, but the Ku Klux Klan they find to be a bridge too far. Wes, how racist is this?
I mean, this is the most racist organization besides the Nazis to ever exist.
Yeah, it's like a 10 out of 10 on racism.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. So apparently, the military academy, West Point, was founded by people with clear ties to the Confederacy who were members of the KKK. That's why it's in there.
Really? So this was to honor their connection.
Just to let you know. Think about why you'd put that above a science.
This is like
hall.
Harvard.
You're going to learn science in here, but I want you to remember where you came
Who snitched?
from.
'Cause
Here's
this has
the
been
field
around for a
trip
while.
to
Decades.
KKK Hall.
Yes. It's fucked up, right?
Well,
It's fucked up.
1802. It was before, and it's in New York. So it was before. It was when slavery still was happening.
Yeah, this
So-
is when the KKK was awesome.
Well,
Right,
KKK
no,
was
it's,
what,
it's when they wouldn't have
1903?
been like,
You know how the
nobody's-
Democrats used to be Republicans and vice versa? It's like that.
No, I'm just saying, like, nobody's probably.
They were the
challenging them
ACLU,
back then.
actually.
No, back then, like, literally nobody was
1865
worried
is
at that
when the
point.
Ku Klux Klan
Probably.
was formed.
Oh,
Yeah,
it's
they
formed.
they
Oh,
formed
okay.
after.
So when was this building built?
Because they were pissed.
I couldn't tell. I couldn't find it. It's the name of it
1935, 1940.
It's the
We got to do something about this.
That makes it even worse.
Yeah, I know.
it's the Bartlett Hall Science Center. Let's see if we can
I was
find
thinking
one that was built.
1802, then maybe that would make sense. But the Ku Klux Klan
They
didn't
weren't
even
even
exist.
around, yeah.
Okay.
Do you know what I think is funny? Well, look, they chose to just do the KKK, get rid of the KKK one, not the Jeb Stuart or Robert E. Lee one. But
I mean,
I think they did that so that people wouldn't get mad, right? Or why do you think they did that? Or do you think people will get mad? There's going to be a
Probably
group of people
because, I mean, those
they're
are just
erasing our
military-
history.
Well, it's military history. KKK is not really military history. Right? The other guys are. So it's like, yeah, that's I mean, military history includes the Confederacy in America. It just,
I mean, wasn't the KKK started by a bunch of
were
like
the other side of the
Confederate
Civil War.
veterans?
huh?
Wasn't the KKK?
Probably so. Yeah.
It wasn't.
Yeah, a
wasn't
group of
formed by a bunch
Confederate
of freed
veterans
slaves,
convened.
you know?
It was definitely started by.
You would imagine.
It was absolutely started by Confederate veterans.
Right.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Well, there you have it.
That makes sense.
So at some point they were asked to go up to New York, and for some reason at West Point they were like, "Yeah, do whatever you want with this wall. We don't even care, you know."
Yeah. So my question is, how come we're
then the
just hearing
Confederate
about
guys
this
put the
now?
plaque
Right. Who
Oh,
snitched?
because-
That's what I'm saying.
Because I mean, VMI is the other one. West Point is the type of place where like freshmen can't leave campus the first year. It's a military academy, so it's a college.
Freshmen
shrouded in
and
secrecy.
sophomores and juniors and seniors and people that have graduated can't mention that there's a KKK plaque.
I'm sure they
in
could.
The past 75 years.
No, there's some
I'm sure they
black guys at West
could.
Point.
Yeah.
Right.
There are.
Yeah, there's tons, right? Tons.
Yeah, there are.
Yeah.
Yeah, who knows?
Okay. Well, they're
Surprising
keep it that's look. Anyone that graduated from West Point can keep a secret. That's for damn sure.
Yeah.
Because you think they've been, well, maybe it's like somewhere that you wouldn't even see it. Maybe
Yeah.
Oh, I found it. The part of the artwork that shows the Ku Klux Klan member is in a small section on the second panel titled "One Nation Under God, Indivisible." The artwork was dedicated in 1965 and was dedicated to West Point graduates who served in World War II or in Korea.
It was dedicated in 65. And they're like, thank you.
Fuck.
Oh, shit.
Wes, you were right. That was recent that they put that shit up there.
Yeah,
Way too
and
young.
they accepted it. They accepted the donation and put it up.
Anyway,
Whoa.
that's a cup of coffee in the big time, boys.
That's troubling.
Take that shit down. Fuck the
Yeah.
KKK.
1802.
Agreed.
I was-
Fuck the KKK.
Yeah, no shit. 1802 made a lot of sense.
These blacks are getting too many rights. We got to do something about it. What about a piece of
1965?
artwork?
Yeah.
Well, they donated it, so all right.
Thank you.
So yeah, guys, I have a
heritage, not hate. It's literally a Klansman with a gun.
yeah, and the hood on.
Yeah, it's like isn't that their killing uniform?
It's like a Klansman like shaking hands with a neighbor.
He was hunting. He was hunting with that gun.
Yeah. All right.
He likes to hunt in his hood.
I got a unique food function double for you. Now you know what that means. Okay, it's not eating it. It's not using it for energy and then pooping it out. Here's the first one. Another day, another highway sauced. Yesterday it was tomatoes. Today we're talking about a tractor trailer that was filled with Alfredo sauce driving along I-55 in Memphis, Tennessee, when that driver's worst nightmare came true and he got in a wreck that ripped open his trailer and allowed thousands of jars of Alfredo sauce to fall into the road. I mean, what is going on? Come on, what is going on out there? Is some sort of Italian food-loving joker causing these accidents? What the hell is going on? Are the truckers themselves in on it? I mean, it seems like no one... Yeah,
it's Italian Mr. Glass, Olive Garden.
Exactly. It seems like no one's dying from these, but the roads are getting way oversauced. Let's watch the local news report here.
News that we reported at 5 o'clock. It's going to be a slick commute for some. A truck crash at I-55 in Macklemore is causing all lanes northbound to be shut down. Take a look at this picture and you'll see that the truck hit a retaining wall and it's now tons of Alfredo sauce that is covering the roadway in that area. That's making travel home more difficult. At this time, there have been no reports of injuries. It could take hours to clean up this mess.
Yeah. Okay.
Who has to clean that up?
Come on. I don't know. The
DOT.
city
Department of Transportation.
Yeah. I mean, a retaining wall. No one was injured. What's going to happen today? The spaghetti truck's going to fall off the side of a runaway truck ramp. They must think we're idiots.
You know, sometimes when you're at a restaurant and you drop like a glass or like your drink and you feel like such an asshole and you maybe start to clean it up and then the person's like, I got it. Just get out of here.
Yeah.
What do you think it's like for the truck driver who spills all that fucking Alfredo sauce? Like, if he's okay, do you think he's like, all right, guys, you got it from here?
I would absolutely quit. Unless I was in on it, I would quit. If I spilled
That's a 2-day
all of
cleanup.
my Alfredo all over the road, I would quit.
You change companies.
100% quit.
And hope people don't recognize you from the last one. You know what, Mark? I don't think it's a pro pasta person doing this. If anything, it's somebody sabotaging the Italian restaurant industry.
It's like a Mexican food. Or
I mean, tomatoes.
French,
who doesn't use tomatoes and who doesn't use Alfredo sauce? We've narrowed it down to
Germans?
It's not Italian restaurants. I think. I mean,
Mexicans use a lot of tomatoes.
They do use some
rivalry. So what if it could be Chinese restaurants?
Oh, Chinese restaurants don't use either of those things.
Not a lot of tomatoes going on.
No,
That's true.
You gotta think about who benefits in these situations.
Yeah, I like how they keep having footage of after the fact. I want to see the gremlin on top of these trucks that's
there's got to be
unscrewing
a camera that caught this accident.
Hit a retaining wall. And yesterday the guy didn't get injured and he's on the wrong side of the street and his tomatoes all fell out.
I think it just it happens all the time. Truck drivers just like are falling asleep probably a lot because like there's always like there's like, oh, there's a gumball spill. There's like it's constant. America's got spills left and right.
Maybe these truck drivers aren't told like what they're carrying, so they're treating it just like non-fragile glasses of Alfredo sauce. You know, who knows? That's the first story. And another unique food story: a Nebraska man set the world record for pumpkin travel when he paddled 38 miles in a hollowed out pumpkin on the Missouri River on Saturday. So
look at him. What an idiot.
Hey, did you see? You can't see it from that angle, but he has a cup. Oh, yeah, you can see it. The cup holder in the front.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He also named it the SS Bertha. I don't know what the world record for traveling via pumpkin was, but it sure as shit wasn't 38 miles, which he did. He beat the guy that went down a hill on a pumpkin by about 37.8 miles. Like, the pumpkin with wheels that went down a hill didn't
pumpkin
quite.
Itself looks like a world record. That's a big ass pumpkin.
Yeah,
huge.
Yeah, it's got a 180-pound man in it.
Right, and he's floating easily in it. It's
exactly how much it weighed.
Or no, up to his ass, but he's squatting down in it.
Dwayne Hansen spent 11 hours on his 60th birthday from 7:30 a.m. to 6:30 p.m. paddling in an 846-pound pumpkin shell he named the SS Bertha. And he took off from the public boat docks in Bellevue,
Did
Nebraska.
he mean to say Bertha and miss the H?
Maybe it was Bertha. Sorry, SS
Just
Bertha.
name it, yeah.
Maybe it's Bertha.
Bertha.
No, it's Bertha. You said it
Bertha.
right.
SS
You think
Bertha. Meant Bertha? Yeah, I
Never
don't know.
heard that. Never heard that name before.
This is a real
Bertha?
Dwayne thing to do.
Maybe
Is
Bertha's like his wife. Yeah.
Yeah, it could be.
She's a real pumpkin, too. She's my pumpkin.
I think you may have missed an H.
Yeah, he might have. Dwayne's probably.
Damn it, this is permanent marker.
Small H. It's got a little carrot up top. See, and then
Damn it, Dwayne.
Carrot H. I mean, it's not exactly like a great.
It's just like you,
job,
Dwayne.
period. We're lucky he wrote anything after SS after the last story we heard. He's asked the good people of Bellevue to serve as witnesses in his world record float. He's like, come on, tell him I did it. And the Guinness Book of World Records said they are going to totally review this right away and make a ruling on it, and that they take pumpkin travel extremely seriously.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good.
I mean, it is pretty skilled because if that thing filled up with water, he's screwed. You know, like
it's true. He's a skilled kayaker.
Yeah, he's a skilled kayaker. To keep that thing out of the water from because
Did he grow
the
that pumpkin?
sinks.
I'm glad you asked, Will. Hanson, you're not going to believe this, has a favorite hobby, and that's growing large vegetables, mainly large gourds and pumpkins. Yeah. So, yeah, he grew it. Yeah, 100%.
It's a large gourd
He
enthusiast.
was waiting till one of his pumpkins was big enough to carry him down a river.
This guy's the best.
It's a promo for his farm.
Yeah, exactly.
It's awesome.
Everyone's going to buy his pumpkins now. It's Halloween, right before Halloween. Smooth moves, Dwayne. Congratulations on the world record.
Pumpkin Man is great. Yeah. He really sold me when he put the cup holder in it.
Yeah,
Like,
that's genius.
customizing it.
That's genius. Right in the front there.
Yeah.
He's got a cup holder. Yep. There you go.
All right. Hey, before we take a little trip today, wanted to give a little quick shout out to our boy Michael Colizzi at Kashong Glen Vineyards. Oh, I don't want to give away his phone number there, but he also his buddies over at Fox Run Vineyards. They make wine from his grapes. So he is like I don't know the words.
New
for it,
York.
but he grows the grapes
New
in
York
the Finger
grapes.
Lakes area of New York. Fantastic New York wines, Pat. Have you heard of it?
He also sent me a box. I had
This is
some
the
of the
Belangelo.
Riesling over the weekend. It was delightful.
How many of you guys got a box?
Fantastic.
Will and I.
Okay. That's fine. Wes, didn't you get something from them too?
I got a T-shirt.
Okay.
Well, he knows how much you love New York wine already.
Yeah. Did you send him
Interesting.
your deets?
Okay. I didn't get anything from the all right.
I sent the text out.
Okay.
You fucked up, Michael.
It's cool. I'm sure it's good wine.
It's great. It's awesome.
Can't wait to try it.
Yeah.
Next time we come up to next time I go to
Thanks,
the Finger
Michael.
Lakes, we'll come see you, bud.
You're gonna get some wine now, Mark.
I would hope so.
I'm sure. Did you send your address? Did you send your address?
I didn't know I was supposed to send my address. I missed the boat.
We gotta get.
I missed the boat. It's not his fault, I'm sure.
We gotta
It's
take a
not
trip.
fault.
It's time for the TikTok International Moment.
That's right, fellas. We find ourselves first on the edge of America. I don't know where, but we're headed to Cabo San Lucas, Mexico. On August 25th, TikTok users delighted the internet with a video of their pilot on a Southwest flight from an unnamed airport in America on its way to a beautiful Cabo San Lucas, Mexico.
God.
So there's the photos of Cabo. If you haven't
Damn,
seen
I
them
didn't know
before,
Cabo
you know,
looked
it's
like
just
Whoa.
nice beaches.
That's Cabo,
you
huh?
know. Yeah, it's Cabo.
Small behind-it white girls.
That's right.
Yep. Pretty much like Insta influencers, stuff like that. Yeah. Yes, the incident reportedly happened before the plane was airborne when a passenger received an explicit message, presumably a dick pic, right? What other explicit message do you receive?
Hey, I'm excited to go to Cabo. It's like his dick with a little hat.
It's drinking a margarita.
Yeah.
I hope it was.
His
I
dick's
hope
got
it
a
was.
straw pointing from the head.
I hope it was creative.
And a
like
mustache.
Yeah.
Tan line.
that. So this I think it's an airdrop, right? So a lady on the flight gets an airdrop.
So this is happening a lot then, Will.
Hopefully it
You're
wasn't
looking forward to
an
swallowing the
inventive
worm?
dick pic like that, and if she could see the preview. I don't think she could see the preview though, and she complained to the flight attendant. And here is how the pilot handled the situation on the Southwest flight.
So here's the deal. This continues while we're on the ground. I'm going to have to pull back to the gate. Everybody's going to have to get off. We're going to have to get security involved. And it's vacation that's going to be ruined. So you folks, whatever that airdrop thing is, quit sending naked pictures. Let's get yourself to Cabo.
Took care of business, that
That's
pilot.
kind of a reverence you can only find on a Southwest flight.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Amazing. Spirit.
So
pilot, too.
amazing. And that pilot handled it perfectly. They asked the lady like how she thought it was handled. She said it was first class by Southwest Airlines. I thought so too.
This is becoming a thing. This is not. This
Got the
is becoming a
stats
thing.
on it here, Mark. Cyber flashing is what this is. It's becoming a crime in many places. It's not like fully yet most places, but there's legislation to make it a crime most places. And it's the act of sending unsolicited nudes to nearby strangers, usually via airdrop on Apple devices. I'm sure there's ways to do it to like other types of devices too. Anything that's got like.
Well, think about
Wi-Fi,
trying to
Bluetooth.
explain this to the founding fathers.
Oh, they would get it.
This lost.
Those guys love sex.
I
Those
get it
guys
immediately. Yeah.
Wait, so why is he in jail?
Crime. That's a crime.
Though I don't even know if they would think it's a crime. They might think of they'd
love it.
What if I wanted to send my dick to somebody? You know,
So you can send an image of your penis.
I mean, imagine if Thomas Jefferson had known about dick pics.
Airplane?
He would have been the king of dick pics.
Yeah. Send them to all of my slaves, please.
Yeah, he was having sex with everybody
to
on his
Sally.
property.
Yeah.
Start dictation. Quote, you want this? Question mark, close dictation, send.
They would love Siri. They would love voice commands. So it's a pretty big thing. A 2017 Pew Research Center report found that 53% of women aged 18 to 29 have reported having been sent unsolicited nudes, compared to 37% of men within the same range. So it's a huge thing among people like slightly younger than us.
You're making it sound like
insane.
50% of women have gotten airdropped dick pics. It's not that. Dudes that they were texting with dropped them dick pics.
Yes.
Right. They didn't ask for it, and that's what they're saying. Like,
Still, that's an
somebody
alarming
hit you with
number.
that. Yeah,
That's a huge number.
sexting is the new game, Wes. I mean, it makes sense though. Sexting would have been our game back in the day. Had we had visual texting back in the day, sexting would have absolutely been huge when we were in high school. But we just didn't have it.
I sexted in high school. No pics though, because couldn't send.
You couldn't.
them. You could-
Yeah, but it was just words. It was just
only.
like,
But you could send the word art. You know, like the dick word art.
right. Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's all you could do.
You're like, I'm
That's the
squeezing
best.
my erection between my hand and my thigh. What do you do?
Squiggly key.
Yeah.
8 equals
Wavy-
D.
wavy line
equals
Dash,
D.
dash,
Yeah.
dash.
Oh, right. The dick and then the
Parentheses.
the jizz.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, right. But now that they have the pictures to send it, boom, 53% of women, 18 to 29 have reported getting that unsolicited. 37% of men, the same. That's like just getting a nude. You know, hey, happy surprise. A 2021 report also found that 1 out of 3 women under 35 reported having been sexually harassed online in general. So
I believe that.
You know, yeah,
This
it's,
is
it's,
like
it's a problem. It's widespread.
It's
for
a
sure.
problem, but I bet you a lot. This happens a lot. I bet you this scenario, you get a bunch of high school girls together or whatever, and they're like, whatever, it's an overnight or whatever's going on in the locker room, whatever. They're talking about how one of them got sent a dick pic, and then the other one's like, "Oh, is that your first one?" Or they go around, and you get to a girl who has never got a dick pic, and she's now in this awkward situation where she's like, "Yeah, me too, totally. I've had dick pics sent to me." You know,
Oh,
I
that
get them all the
happens.
time.
That happens, I bet, a lot.
well, sure. People are. Yeah, it's just. Oh, you can send that on your phone.
Look at that dick. Look at the dick in darker
That's
font.
a text. Dick, though.
Dick and balls.
Text stick.
How do you
Penis-
make that one?
penis
That's a
word
lot.
art.
That's
Gray,
a lot
gray
of
and
text.
black font.
You have to cut a lot of copy paste. So yeah, Mark. Anyways,
I bet that happens a lot.
it's a huge problem, as we just saw right there. We just got an unsolicited dick pic, technically.
Sorry.
Although text form. And those numbers, obviously, fellas, are going to be way higher on any flight to Cabo. A lot of dirty dogs on that flight. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're trying to line up a little booty call for the vacation.
See you down there.
Yeah. Ow. Everyone's drinking on the flight to Cabo. Oh yeah.
I Chihuahua.
And like guys are like shocked that people aren't accepting the dick pics. That's how drunk they are at like 9 a.m.
Right.
What? She wouldn't take it? Okay.
Hit accept.
Because you can name your phone whatever you want, right? You can't. Yeah.
You could name
airdrop from Orion.
Southwest.
Right.
There's an airdrop from Orion. Should I accept?
Dick pic generator.
I want to change the name of my phone to that and make that my picture on Apple.
Orion wants to send you something.
Orion. Everybody's accepting that shit.
Oh yeah.
Okay. So let's take back off down under on a flight. And then look at that though. Just over the wing, if you guys look, just off the coast of Papua New Guinea, we can see from our flight from Cabo to Australia that there's a new insane-looking jellyfish that has just been found. Look at this thing.
Poisonous.
That's insane looking.
Right, so it's got like it's
Does it have two red bodies inside of it?
Red things inside of it, pulsating.
It's beautiful.
It is beautiful, but terrifying.
Terrifying. Yeah,
kill
right.
you.
So this thing is just
yes, Wes.
it was spotted near the Dorian Borchards in Papua New Guinea, and it's so new that they haven't even named it.
That's
but
an
it's-
alien.
Right, it's one of the most cool looking things I've ever seen. It's
It
jellyfish.
is. That's an alien, though.
Say it's about the size of a soccer ball. It looks
like
very
part
alien-like.
squid, part jellyfish, because the tentacles are just like
moving,
very
yeah.
yeah. They're colored, which is
That's not from this planet.
weird. No.
Look, man, pretty fucking cool, huh? So this video's for Mashable. Thanks for letting us watch that one. Okay, we have landed, and we're back down in Melbourne, fellas. And you probably already know why we're here. Why would we go to Melbourne besides crypto? We were just here last week.
Oh, the
for
Aussie,
something.
the gay Aussie rugby players.
Oh,
Yeah.
shit.
You know
They're
it was
back.
Australian athletes, Aussie rules football players. Turns out those last ones were actually soccer players, and that's a noted gay.
I could have told you that.
Who was celebrating at an Aussie rules.
I could have predicted they were
Mad
soccer
Monday.
players.
Also,
Oh,
turns
those
out
guys-
Mad Monday, every team has it. So
Those guys were confirmed to be gay soccer fans.
yeah, and they were just sucking each other off at the rugby party. Yep, in the bar. Yeah,
Turns out no
Fans or players?
but they were still
Fans.
players, like pro, at least semi-pro or whatever. They were
they're
still
fans of
players.
each other.
And it was a
They were-
bet,
yeah.
right? Someone lost.
Big
Someone
fans
did lose a
of each
bet.
Yeah,
They were locker room lads. Yeah, for
The
sure.
bet was, I bet you won't suck my cock right now.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, and they went through with it. So that was in Melbourne.
Mate, I thought you'd never bet me that.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, the one guy was very happy.
Your own.
Yeah.
And so we're back in Melbourne because Australian athletes are getting down and dirty in the city. It's got to be Australia's horniest city again. And this time it's Aussie rules football star for the Richmond Tigers. And this man's name is Dustin Martin. Take a look at him. That's his.
He's flicking everyone off.
Yeah, my
He's an
favorite
alpha.
photo of him. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's absolute superstar, totally covered in tattoos.
He's getting his dick sucked. He's not sucking the dude's dick.
Okay. Well, guys, I know this isn't going to surprise you, but here's a video of him bopping a titty from, we'll talk about it, but let's watch it first.
Bopping a titty.
Hopefully the music doesn't get this.
Are they at a strip club?
Yeah,
Yeah,
looks
there
like
it
it.
is.
Oh,
See
he's
him?
just jiggling a titty.
Yeah. You see? Yeah, you
Okay.
saw.
Yeah, I saw
And
that.
so it's like a strip club or a private bar room, something like that. And yeah,
I certainly
so,
hope it's a strip club. Yeah.
Someone's not abiding by the cell phone policy of that club.
no, they were not a snitch, a fucking snitch within his group. That's for sure. Anyways, it's from a few years back. That's what Dustin's saying. And he's been dealing with an injury for several weeks
A
now.
hand injury.
I think it's sport related.
Sore
related.
fingers.
My reputation is injured right now.
Yeah.
No. This just
No,
came
it's
out,
not.
Pat. This just came out. This just came out this week, and it's because he's been dealing with an injury, but he's a superstar. He's coming back, though, for the final 8 teams. It's the playoffs today. They start today. So he's on the Richmond Tigers. They come back to face the Brisbane Lions today. So Dustin Martin, many are saying that this video was leaked to Twitter by a rival player, rival team, as mind games to get under Dustin's skin.
This is going to be a lot of titties coming out the stadium is what it's going to be. You're going to want to be at these matches because the women are going to be pulling a titty out and asking, jiggle my titty type thing at the stadium.
This is only going to make Melbourne even hornier.
Yeah.
And look at this. I'll tell you, I have no problem with it. There's no reports of this girl being upset at all with Dustin. He looks like he's in a strip club.
Is he married or something?
I don't even. Maybe. Who cares? He's in a strip club.
Yeah. It's
he bopped the titty 5 years
Everyone has
back.
their own. Every relationship has their own set of rules of what is acceptable and not acceptable in a strip club.
Right. Yeah, and every stripper has rules, and strip club management has rules on what's acceptable.
She didn't even turn around and look who it was when he did it.
No.
She just
not her first bop titty at the club.
Yeah, footballer bopping her tee. That's why you get the implants. It's partly why.
Exactly. So all we really found out from this leaked video was that Dustin likes to party. And we already knew that because his father literally got kicked out of Australia for being in a biker gang. And then Dustin, his son, is an Aussie Rules superstar. So it just sounds like Dustin is really fun. Yeah.
That might have been his mom.
Could have been.
You guys, I didn't get a picture of his dad.
Not now, Mom. I'm not thirsty.
His late father had a face tat, like Mike Tyson style.
Yeah. Oh, early days face tat. You know what? New school face tatters don't pay enough fucking homage to the early day face tatters that paved the way for them. Like having a face tat sub 10 years ago was a real big deal.
Yeah, I bet a lot of the original people want to take it back now because all the posers.
Yeah, they want to take it back.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Man, yeah, I don't know.
It was a huge deal, man.
He died at an untimely death, R.I.P. But Dustin Martin, I wish him luck, honestly. With the haters bringing out his titty bop video the week of the game.
I don't. If she's not upset with it, I don't see a goddamn thing wrong with it. I don't understand.
I scoured the internet, Mark. Could not find her being upset with the titty bop.
I'm sure he tipped. If they tipped her well, she's right.
Yeah, of course. Looked like a fine event. Lots of cash.
Well,
pro football players.
Titty bop.
Shane Martin looks like him and his son beat up a few people in their day.
Yeah. Shane and his 3 sons were something to deal with at the playground.
They're like that one family we did. Was it in New Zealand with the father and son, where the son showed up and they beat the shit out of the teenage home invader?
It's a lot like that. Yeah,
they're like the.
He got exiled to New Zealand. That's where his dad got exiled to. So maybe he's from there too.
He probably knows that guy.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. For sure. Well, anyways, I wish them all luck, especially Dustin, in the matches today. These are the qualifiers, the Aussie Rules football qualifiers today.
Wow. Okay.
Richmond Tigers.
Well, speaking of titties and bopping, we got a great interview for you with none other than Yellz. Is it 01 now, Pat, on TikTok?
It's 1 now. It used to be Yellz 0.
Yellz 0, Yellz 1
Yellz on TikTok. As Pat alluded to in the beginning of the show, we talk about her band, we talk about her success, we talk about her breasts, and it's a very interesting interview, and we hope you enjoy it.
Oh, yeah!
Yeah.
Okay. Hey. Hello.
Hello.
Hey. Hi.
Hello.
Yellz. Okay. Hey. Can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. Cool. Welcome to the show, Yellz, aka Yellz 0, content creator extraordinaire.
Thank you.
1 million followers on her second TikTok. First one got banned. We're going to talk about that in just a second. Ton of followers on IG. Just launched a Patreon. It's blowing up. You have 10,000 subscribers on your Patreon?
We just had 10,000 today.
Yeah, 15 million likes on TikTok, 100 million views and counting across all socials. Yellz, welcome to Hard Factor.
Thank you.
Cool.
Hello, Yellz.
Hello, Yellz.
Hi.
Thank you for joining us. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Of course.
Okay, so let's get right into it. Yellz, for the people who are listening and not watching, what's been going on? Why? It seems that you've been banned from TikTok. You had a TikTok with 1.7 million followers, and you got banned. And it seems like there's an elephant in the room about maybe why you got banned. Can you explain why you think you keep getting banned?
See, I started getting violations for adult nudity and sexual activity. And I didn't know what that means because I did neither of those things. And I didn't know what they were referring to, what they were talking about. I was doing the same trends as other girls, but just a little bit different.
Okay.
And overall, I believe the general consensus is because I have big boobs.
Oh, interesting.
But
That's why they're upset, huh?
That's a consensus.
I think that that's the consensus, but I'm not sure. I mean, it's just the only thing I can say.
Have you asked them? Have you asked them? Have you said, "Hey, TikTok, is it because of my big naturals?"
I have been in contact with them, and I do feel as if it is discrimination against big breasts. However, they did not use that term. They didn't bring them up at all.
Of course,
okay.
Of course they did.
Is there like a pouring milk on yourself trend going around? Was that the problem? Like, was that?
I have.
Because I can
done
see how
such a thing.
if someone pours milk over their head that doesn't have large breasts, that's could be one thing. But you pouring milk over your head with large breasts, that could be seen as a little more sexual.
Is that
Yeah.
white ones?
Wes, I got some videos. I'm going to play some videos for everyone that kind of explain, maybe or point out the dichotomy, right, between what Yellz is doing and what other people are doing, which is not great whatsoever. There's not a great dichotomy. But for whatever reason, those videos still are on TikTok. But before we do that, let's get into this story. So when did you start on TikTok? And you had a pretty meteoric rise, right? You got to 1.7 million followers on your first TikTok.
Yes, I started about 2 summers ago, in August 2020. I started off pretty slow. I never really posted anything like crazy there except like personal videos. And then I just one day posted a video of me in a car. I was hitting some potholes. Sorry if I'm like a little jumpy. There's just so many potholes here in Pennsylvania. They never fix them. So sorry about that. Just as one does, when they're driving around in Pennsylvania, you're going to hit a pothole. Like, what do you expect?
Of course.
What is the difference of me posting a video of hitting a pothole versus another girl, another man? So I didn't think anything weird. I thought it was, I was just showing how the roads are in Pennsylvania. It got a lot of traction. A lot of people apparently care about road care and about fixing the potholes. But a lot of people responded to that video saying, don't fix the potholes. We don't want them fixed anymore. I couldn't figure out why they said that, though. Why they wouldn't want the potholes fixed. That's crazy. But
defund the road crews.
It's what sets you apart. It's the same thing that sets you apart. That's why they don't want the roads fixed. That's what they.
Right.
That's what those. I mean, well,
So a light bulb went off.
I'm assuming. I don't know.
So a light bulb went off, so to speak. Like maybe I'm a content creator.
Yeah, maybe people like seeing me hit potholes in the road. And I was like, I could take this a step further. Let me make videos of me driving my car, hitting potholes, and then responding to comments. So that was basically my whole concept, was just me driving, hitting potholes, just to, show that Pennsylvania needs to fix its potholes. That's the point.
1.7 million on that. That's nice. That is
pothole awareness. I needed pothole awareness. It needed to be
You're doing
fixed.
huge things. You're like a politician. I mean, you're doing more than the people in Harrisburg. I think that's capital Pennsylvania, right?
I was an advocate for fixing the roads.
So TikTok was upset with that campaign that you did.
Yeah. So what happened? So you got to 1.7 million. How fast did that take before TikTok started coming at you?
I hit about 1 million in probably 3 months.
And were you just like, was that? I mean, that's crazy, right? That's absolutely nuts.
It's a lot of pothole awareness. That's good. That's good work.
How did you make sense of it? What were you thinking? Like, how many videos were you posting to get to that spot?
I would post about every single day. I started doing food reviews. I started doing dance videos. I started doing all the crazy TikTok trends because every day I would post, and every day would gather at least 5,000 views to 1 million each video every day I posted.
Nice.
And so I don't know. I just kind of was like, let me stick with this. Let me keep trying. Let me post more videos
It's
what
working.
people want to see. Yeah.
Sure.
So I kept going. And then the violation started.
Okay.
Okay, so all you've done so far is pothole awareness in the car, and then the same trends everybody else is doing. What's
Yeah,
No
I did-
nudity, nothing like that.
No full. I've never ever done anything full nudity. Never done anything suggestive, even in the slightest. I wouldn't even say that. I wouldn't even say I was suggestive. I just think, TikTok took my videos and they just misinterpreted them.
They're a
Really.
bunch of prudes. They're a bunch of prudes over at TikTok. All right, I'm a big weed smoker. I'm not afraid to say it. They crack down on me every day, and
you're in a
That's
legal
ridiculous.
state.
it's disgusting. And it's legal where I live. They don't care. They sit in their little TikTok tower and they just find anybody who's jiggling too much, anybody who's putting out too much smoke, and they just zap your videos. And it's fucked up. It's fucked up.
They don't care
Yellz.
about us.
So
They don't
you
care
got
about the content creators.
So what happened first? What's the process? You get an email, you don't have access to your account. How does it work? Were you surprised? Was there one video that kind of like, I don't know, was a bridge too far, so to speak? Or yeah, can you run us through?
Basically, my first violation I received in about December of 2020. I didn't know what it meant. I've never seen one before. I've never gone violated. It was for bullying and harassment.
And which
My
video was this?
It was me responding to a comment that said, like, something about my boobs. It was a comment about them being in the way. And I said, what do you expect me to do, take them off? Do you want me to take them off?
Where do you expect them to go? Am I supposed to just take them off? Do you want me to just take them off?
And I did a little Snapchat cutout filter where I moved them. I moved them over. Something like that. That was the video concept.
That's clever.
I was trying to show
Okay.
people I can't really take them off.
No,
And
it's true.
Oh, okay.
Makes
yeah,
sense.
and they thought that was me bullying the man who asked me if I could take them off.
Okay, so then you got busted for bullying, and you were just saying, hey, can I take these? Now, did you use the filter to actually move your boobs from your body to just the air?
Yeah, it didn't really remove them off, because they're still going to be, when it just copied them and then
Right.
moved them over. Just, to show emphasis on them.
Right, just to prove a point to the
Copied 'em.
man. As
They're
you
not
said,
going to,
this-
even if I
what is
move
this
them,
guy?
they're still there.
Was he like some 40-year-old dude telling you to to take your boobs off here? I mean, and they're protecting him over here, and you're just
They are.
You're getting TikTok all the views, and they're protecting this guy who's angry that your boobs can't be removed from your body.
You need to stand up for yourself. And I was just standing up for myself.
Right.
And that's
right.
that.
Okay. So I could kind of see that. I guess so. That was the first. You lost access to your account for a little bit. That's what happened.
So basically, after that, it wasn't bullying and harassment anymore. It was adult nudity and sexual activity. Which
they
again, I've
switched it.
never been nude.
This is where we get interesting because the bullying aspect. That's subjective. Okay. What bullying is hey, what you might think bullying is, I might not, etc. Right? You're coming at some poor lonely guy who's like, show him to me, you whore. He's got that weird situation going on where he hates women. I get that. Like whatever TikTok there and trying to figure
Relax,
it out.
sir.
But when we start getting into the clear difference between nudity and not nudity, right, which is the next violation, this is where things start to get a little weird, right? Mm-hmm. So what happened?
So basically, I just post, dancing videos in regular clothing. I wouldn't even, to say revealing is not the right term. It was just my normal attire, what I wear every day.
Like what you're wearing
And-
right now?
Yeah.
Okay.
not
A
revealing.
tank top.
That's
Okay.
completely normal.
Like
just
it's
for the
summer.
record.
It's hot out. What do you expect
I mean,
me to
I'm
wear?
wearing a tank top too.
Right.
Look at this.
And
Yeah.
TikTok wouldn't take
Basically
you
the
down
same.
for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They wouldn't take
Well-
you down for that.
Will does have some
I mean,
really decent
Well,
naturals.
we'd have to see.
Well,
That's for another day. Okay, so
I'm filling
okay,
up the tank. I'm filling up the tank. All right.
He's filling
what I
up
like
the
to do.
tank, and it's expensive. So, okay, so let's talk specifically about a video. There was a corset trend, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So, prior to that, I did a series, and it was called My Journey to Find the Most Perfect Bikini Top. Because as a large-breasted woman, it is very hard to find bathing suits that fit a top that's very
point.
big and then a waist
point.
that's small. They're hard to
what's
find.
what's
They're
that
hard to come
process
by.
like? Walk us through.
Horrible.
Yeah, tell us about it because I don't know.
Way too difficult, I'm sure.
Yeah, I want to live vicariously. I want to know.
It's endless search.
If you walk into a store and they don't go by bra sizes, which is even hard to find just your bra size as a big-breasted woman in these days. But if they don't go by bra sizes, they go by small, medium, and large. You get a medium, the band fits, but the top doesn't fit. You're spilling out the sides.
Right.
You buy an extra large, it doesn't tie in the back. You don't fit in. You can't strap yourself in.
They won't let you mix and match with that? I mean, you have to buy
No.
2 suits?
You have to be, well, yeah, you buy your pieces separately normally as a bikini. Normally
Okay.
in stores, you can buy like a small
Thank God.
bottom and then like a large top. But
Okay, it's
even the way
possible.
that the top fits is hard to find.
Is there like a
Right.
big and tall store for bikinis, or like the equivalent of like a Big Dogs?
No, but
For
I should
bikinis?
advocate for that. I
Right.
should.
Okay. And
start a movement.
if it was by bra size, like I don't know, like what would you be searching
Sometimes.
for? Right.
Sometimes we don't disclose. We don't. That's a mystery.
Oh, I don't
I
know.
keep
Oh,
that-
yeah. I was just okay. I was just I don't know. Just in theory. Okay. So it's a
I keep
challenge.
that
Try,
secret.
journalist.
So it's a challenge, right?
You don't get.
okay.
You don't get to say that for free.
So then you smartly, right? You said, hey, like I'm going to document my life as a content
Yeah.
creator. So you launched a series called "The Search for the Perfect Bikini Top." And this,
Yes.
when was this? This was last summer.
This was, I would say, last spring.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Smart.
was-
Yeah. You're a planner.
I'm a planner, and I wanted to help other women, too, who have big breasts, small waist, can't find bikini tops. It was a learning video, if anything, really.
Sure.
Right,
And
tutorial.
so, yeah, and so I reviewed
DIY.
the bikinis. Sometimes I would do a jump test because who's to say you might be jumping in a bikini?
You need to do
That you
that.
jump into the water.
Yeah. Someone
to
throws a
fit.
frisbee on the beach, right? Or like maybe
You don't want to fall out.
Exactly. Yeah.
No. So
Maybe you had a pothole
I,
on the beach.
You got to raise the arms. You got to do it. You got to do it all. Otherwise, you would not know.
An off-leash dog running at you, you got to dodge, right? These are real life scenarios.
a little jog in place, a little jumping jack maybe. You might want to work out in a bikini. I don't judge.
Earthquake. Yeah.
Yep. Thorough test.
So, yes. So I was doing, the bikini reviews, and TikTok started taking them down. And I see other women in their bikinis on the beach taking videos, small-chested, no problem.
Okay.
Now, I'm not saying, but I'm saying,
Discrimination.
Right.
Discrimination.
And
What I'm
when-
hearing,
when you,
though.
when you got the takedowns, you would log into the TikTok app, and you'd see a notice that said something like, "Hey, your video has been removed for community violations," or
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I received on probably every video. What they do is they take it down, so then it can't be up. Like all your views are just frozen, and then
Right.
it says under community guidelines, and then you can appeal it. So I started appealing, and some of them got put back up because TikTok realized, like, hey, she's just wearing a bikini. Some of them realized it, but other times some of them would just be taken totally down, and I started getting post banned. And so after I did the bikini videos, I started getting like post banned for like a week at a time. Couldn't
And what's
post for maybe
post-banned?
4 days. Basically, you just can't post for like 4 to 7 days. It gives you like a time limit depending on like how bad your
Right.
offense is, and then at the
Pat,
end of
don't
that, you can
pretend you
start
don't
happens to
know
us. Yeah,
what
it
it
happens to
is.
us.
We're in jail all the time. We're in TikTok jail.
Hey, guys,
we're probably in TikTok jail right now.
Yells, excuse me for just 1 second. I gotta have a internal conference. Boys, this is journalism. I'm doing it for the listener. I'm asking questions the listener might not know.
Oh, our
Okay.
listeners know we're in TikTok. They
Understand.
know what TikTok jail
Okay,
is. They
back
follow
to-
us and Yells.
Back to the interview. Okay. So you got post banned, right? That's crazy.
Yes.
And what kind of views were these videos getting before you were getting post banned?
Like a
I
billion
would
a
still
day.
say about 500,000 to 1 million per video. I would
Wow.
say. I would never say that I experienced any sort of shadow banning. I got a lot of views. And I think
People want to see those tests. I
Yeah.
mean, you were doing some thorough
They wanna
testing
see-
of both the potholes and the bikinis.
they wanted to
And
see that.
yeah,
Did you ever
expertise.
have a bikini manufacturer reach out to you and say, "Hey, we would love to hire you to test our bikinis because this is exactly
See-
the kind of thing we need."
Or like a Kevlar bikini or something
Right?
like that?
Yeah. Somebody.
I
like that.
reach out to bikini brands, and sometimes they hit me up.
Right.
But sometimes I've reached out to bikini brands and they don't hit me up at all. And it makes me wonder, do they think they won't appeal to me? Do they think that they don't make the proper bikinis for my size?
Yeah, they're afraid.
They're scared. They're afraid that I'm going to test it out and it's not going to work.
Right. No confidence in their product. Yeah,
I agree.
Yeah. I mean, it's
So
what
if
they call a
anything-
stress test in the business,
Well, it's-
undoubtedly.
Look, you're providing a invaluable service to the bikini world.
It's the
I would
equivalent
say.
of crashing a Volvo with dummies into it directly into a wall at 60 miles an hour, right? Like that's essentially what you're doing. But did you find the perfect bikini top?
Series ended before I could. I mean, my TikTok was banned before I could even finish the series.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, so how many?
I
Okay,
never found it.
Okay, so following the timeline, how many
TikTok.
followers do we have at this point when you start getting just post ban?
I would say it happened at the end of my TikTok career, so on that account. So I would say 1.7, 1.6. That's when I started getting post-banned. But I think the final straw was the corset video.
Okay, so we're going to talk
I
about the
really
corset
do
video,
think that.
and I have the corset video, and I have some interesting comparison videos of people that didn't get banned. But right before we get into corsets, you don't have to say how old you are, but you seem like you're a young professional, right? You're new as a professional.
Mm-hmm.
Was the kind of attention and viewership and following you were garnering, did that start kind of open your eyes about like, oh, hey, maybe I have something here. Maybe there's something I can spin into a career, right? Like, what was that like in terms of, how your eyes may have been opened?
Yeah. Did you know what kind of scumbags men are before this?
All I can say is I realized that there was a market for it.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And
Okay.
I decided
There you go.
that, there can be something here. That it's more than just me making little short TikTok videos about this. We can make it something bigger.
Yeah, you
So-
can be a businesswoman about it.
Yes,
Sure.
a business woman.
Okay, well, let's get to the corset video.
Yeah,
So
let's-
there was a trend, and it's something. It's like a German wench singing some sort of Broadway musical style song. You bring the stitches, I'll bring the something, and it's about a corset. Do you know the lyrics to it? Do you remember the lyrics to it?
Something about you bring the corset, and then it's
I'll bring the stitches.
yeah, and then the trend is you pull the corset like strings back, and then it says something about like inches.
9 inches. You
Something
bring-
like that.
Right. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Right. It's
Look at that.
it's a penis euphemism, but it's actually talking about a corset size, right? You follow me? Okay.
Yeah.
So so you guys have seen a trend. Essentially, I guess lots of women had corsets because I looked at the trend hashtag. There's 194,000 people had posted videos using this song, right? And the majority of them were women actually using corsets, which I thought was pretty interesting. I didn't know that's a thing. I guess.
They're back.
So here's I'm going to first play 3 videos I pulled of that are still on TikTok today of women doing this trend. So here's one. She's got a corset, and she
Okay.
pulls the corset.
Cinches it.
Cinches. Okay.
Another one.
Right.
Same exact corset. Weird.
Yeah.
Like
I guess it must be a deal on
everybody
Amazon.
does the same one. Or is
Well,
it
it's a little slightly different.
Mine was black. Yeah, I had that one, I think.
Okay.
And then
Something
another
like
one. All right.
Okay.
I mean, all these are okay. They're fine.
Whoa.
So
Okay.
these are all up on
Nice.
TikTok now.
Nice
Okay,
work,
and then
ladies.
I'm I did a little comparison video between those 3 and yours, so people could see the difference.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Well. Yeah.
I can't see a damn thing that's different.
No.
So
Not at all.
okay.
I
That
don't see
was
the problem.
banned?
I don't see
That
Yeah.
video was banned
nothing.
right there.
Anything different.
Yep.
Yeah,
That
and
is
that's the video that got
fucking
your
insane.
account pretty much removed permanently?
That was one of the last videos that I ever posted before I had all those post bans, and then it stopped me from posting at all, and then I lost my account actually 2 times. I lost it. They deleted it. I was like, hey, I did nothing wrong ever. I just follow the trends. What's up? And they were like, okay, they restored it. And then a couple days later, it was taken down again. And then I could never get it back.
So you started reaching out. Yeah, so the platform, on the platform, you can do an appeal, right, through the platform, which we've done a ton on the Hard Factor account, right? Appeal. It's the same thing like when YouTube will automatically ding you and you just hit appeal 50-50, you're going to get approved for monetization, right? They just have their filters and stuff. Keep in mind, YouTube launched the disinformation nightmare that we're living in today. TikTok has not done that, right? But
they're disinforming people about this being against the terms of service.
Exactly.
That's for sure.
So you can appeal, but then you went a step further and started contacting TikTok directly. Is that correct?
I've spent countless time sending emails, trying to get in contact. They have no real direct support link. It's just like an email. You just got to email these random support at TikTok.
It's impossible.
It's like you can't get a hold of anybody.
Yeah, no, they make it that way on purpose. Like, and then you go through the app, and then you'll never hear anything, and then they'll flip your video. Maybe they'll flip it, or they'll just make a decision, and you'll see it in a notification one day. Like it's.
But you emailed them directly. Did you get any sort of like consistent response back from them in terms of which videos violated which terms of service, or like how long you might be banned for it? I think you told me at one point that the account was banned and then reinstated and then banned again.
Yes. So I constantly got the same message sent from TikTok to my email. It literally just said, I sent a picture of it. It said like, we see you have an issue. We see the issue in our system. We're going to try and work this out for you. Something along those lines. And it was constantly that same thing. There was no mention of like actually you're terminated forever. There was no like, it's adult nudity and contact and sexual activity. It was none of that. It was literally just like, yeah, we see the problem. We're going to try and fix it for you. And then they never did. And then I heard word around the grapevine that it was for adult nudity and sexual activity, but there was no ever like direct statement saying that for me.
Right.
They're saying you, as yourself, doing anything is sexual activity. Is basically what they're saying.
You know what? Shame
I was
on
eating
TikTok.
food.
This makes me mad.
Get your mind out of the gutter, TikTok.
Literally.
They're the ones sexualizing you with
That's
this
exactly
ruling.
right. That's exactly right, Will.
I was eating food. I was just dancing, doing typical everyday activities.
Now, was the food phallic? What were you eating?
I ate a Big Mac. Wouldn't say anything
no one's
crazy
dick
about
looks
that.
like that.
No. Well,
A McRib. It was on
Same.
trend.
Right.
It came back. I had to do a food review for it. I did make a comment about the meat of it being thick, but I didn't mean it like that. I literally just kind of meant it like,
okay.
Yeah.
the meat
it's a
of
good
the
burger.
But TikTok took it
the
the wrong
sandwich.
way,
Like
huh?
they took it the wrong way. They take my words, they spin it around. I don't mean that.
Yeah,
I don't mean that.
let's watch a couple more videos that got banned. So these are you can't find these online, and hopefully we don't get banned from YouTube for playing these on our show or whatever social media platform that this gets put on, because I mean these are pretty dangerous. But
we've played so much worse stuff than this.
These are two banned videos. These are two videos that you can't find on your TikTok because this TikTok account doesn't exist anymore. So.
Continuing
take a
my
look.
journey to find the most perfect bikini top.
This is a bikini
here
top
is
review.
Part 3. Remember TikTok disclaimer. These are just bikinis. Let me live, please. Thank you. Today I will be reviewing a bikini from Target, but not just one. I got 2 for you. I'm being nice today. You're welcome.
There we go.
So here's the first
Double
one. I will
testing.
list up here what it is.
Doing a service.
I really, really love this one. I think it's very comfortable. It's pretty flattering.
Give the
and I
stats,
feel like I
where to
can really
buy
move
it.
around in it. I'm going to rate it a
Really? I was
9.8
helpful.
out of 10.
Very
So
helpful.
here's the next bikini
How to
top.
wear a sweater.
Okay.
All right.
That's a lot. Wow. No, but I think I like this one. It's pretty flattering. 9 out of 10.
Yeah, it beats the other
Let me
one.
know which one is your
Agreed.
favorite in the comments below. Okay, bye.
You're so helpful.
How to put a sweater on. Hide the shoulders.
Right.
Because I think that's what they are flagging me for.
What was
maybe.
their problem there? You reviewed 2 tops. One of them looked better than the other.
Zero
just-
nipple, for the record.
Zero
I mean,
full nudity.
like negative nipple.
Right.
The opportunity for a
Covered.
nipple slip wasn't even on the table.
No, sweater on.
Sweater on.
And you
And
don't wear a
that's-
sweater with a bikini.
What's the ruling on that video? What do they say? They say that's what? That's
Adult nudity and sexual activity.
you gotta
Give
be
me a
kidding.
fucking
Okay,
break.
let's watch another one. Great. This one also banned.
To film a part 3 of trying to find the most perfect bikini top, but TikTok took it down twice. I posted it twice, so TikTok, I know this is a lot, but I can't help the size of these. Just let me post.
Right.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're crying. It's so devastating, basically.
Literally sobbing.
TikTok just banned your body, basically.
But basically, they don't want my body represented on their app. It's kind of disgusting.
They shame you.
It is.
They shame me.
So they created an industry, right? They created an opportunity for creators like yourself to develop a fan base, to reach their fan base, and then they snatched that away from you while shaming you. So talk to me about the backup account. This is a thing on TikTok that people don't know about. And you started a backup account when?
So when TikTok started doing violating my videos, I started seeing other people making backup accounts for their TikToks, and I was like, okay, that's a good idea. Like, I could just post like random content that I don't want to post on my main account, and I'll have that in case of anything happening. So
and
basically,
this is where the
Yellz
Zero thing came from, right?
So Yellz Zero was my original page.
Okay.
And then my backup was called Yellz Zero's Biggest Fan. But then Yellz Zero's Biggest Fan turned into my main after Yellz Zero was banned, so I turned it into Yellz 1. And now my TikTok currently is Yellz 1, and that was my backup account. And I have another backup account now in case.
Is going to be, how many numbers are they going to push you up to before they just accept that your body is the shape it is?
No, it makes you think twice about what you're posting.
Who's the CEO of TikTok?
I would love to know.
Some guy in China who owns ByteDance or whatever.
Idiot.
Jack Ma. We got to get in touch with this guy. I mean, it's terrible.
I think he is an ass man.
You think he's an ass man?
I think the CEO of TikTok. Yeah. How many asses shaken do you see on the app?
That's true. And they never
Congress people, local state Congress people shaking ass.
Twerker.
Right.
The twerker. Congresswoman.
How many boobs? How many boobs
shaken?
shaken?
Good point.
That's a great point. Okay. So you lost your account with 1.7 million followers. You're back up to a million followers on Yellz 1, and you're pretty much posting the same content. Have you changed what you're doing? Right.
So basically, I want to post the same content I did. The hitting the potholes, the milk videos, because calcium is important.
That's right.
That's what the video was. I have one video of me. I was pouring.
Guy. He's with you 100% on that.
That's great.
Yellz, I got to tell you, I'm a huge milk guy.
I love milk.
Yeah.
I love milk. Everybody likes to refer to me as big mommy milkers. I don't really know what that is, but I like to play into it. So I do a lot of milk videos, and I just want to, promote calcium efficiency, and that's the point of that.
And the farmers,
dairy farmers.
And the cows, they need to be milked. They need to be milked. So someone's got to buy the milk.
If they weren't
so you're
milked,
pro
they'd
milk.
Get sore. Right.
So you're pro milk, but more or less it's the same content, right? Like,
it has to be tamer. So if I wanted to do a milk review, I got to cover up a little bit. If I want to do a pothole video, can't hit them as hard.
Do you think it's because you were a woman driving? Do you think that's because this sounds very Saudi Arabian?
They just don't want to see women succeeding.
I mean, it sounds like it. This sounds like sexism to me at its core.
Oh, this is
It just sounds like a guy
in sexism.
Not liking big boobs, and I can't change my body. You know what I mean?
Of course
I can't take them off. I'm not going to get a breast reduction so I could post videos on an app. Are you kidding? Is that what I have to do to get my videos to stay up? Insanity. No.
Okay,
Absolutely
so
insane.
I want to get another element of this. So obviously, TikTok is without any sort of rhyme, reason, or consistency discriminating against women with large breasts who are literally doing the exact same, and the trends is really the example, the exact same content as lesser breasted women who are allowed to keep their content up and grow their fan base. But the really frustrating thing, Yellz, is not only is TikTok punishing you, right, for the way God made you, but also other people are taking advantage of your content and benefiting from it. So I know this is a trend that you pointed out to us when we spoke before the interview. People have started making TikToks with your content impersonating you. One of them that came up the other day has, I think, 34,000 followers. They launched it a week and a half ago, and those people blocked you. Can you talk about what you're seeing online? How often is that happening?
So I recently launched a Patreon. It's been pretty awesome. And I wanted to do the Patreon so I could post my old content, have TikTok not ban me, not violate me, and I get to post whatever I want. Yell Zero style content. So I did that, and I noticed that people started leaking my videos, taking my old videos, reposting them as me, and it's been happening pretty all across the board on every platform. You can find somebody posting my videos, acting as me, trying to sell them as me, or just posting them. Yeah, there's literally an account that's like my old username before I changed it to Yell Zero, saying like selling pictures. That's not me.
Wow.
So it happens every day.
They're just ripping everything out from. Well, the Patreon, I'm glad it's working well, but that is another wrinkle to that. Wow.
Right, and it's happening on all the platforms. Like here's an image. This is from a YouTube page that you don't control, right?
No, and that's my Patreon intro video.
But someone's gone as far as to generate a subscribe graphic over that, and then they're driving traffic to a page you don't control. Have you reported any of these pages? Have you reported the fake TikToks?
We report, however, it's hard for me to report because not only did they block me on my main TikTok, they also blocked me on my second TikTok, so I cannot even try to report them. And
TikTok is allowing these people to post your same content, steal your content, post it on fake accounts, right? Thereby taking away potential fans from actually following you on your actual account, right? And we know that they're banning indiscriminately, right? So potentially like not hitting these people with violations on the fake accounts, but hitting you on your with a violation on your real account. This is absolutely crazy.
You can't make sense of it, Pat.
Okay. Like Vimeo banned you, right?
Do you think that TikTok is letting my videos that are posted by other people stay up because those people who post it are small boobed? Behind the scenes, maybe?
Behind the scenes?
Wow.
Behind the scenes, those people posting it, maybe it's a man, with no boobs or a little boob, or a woman small breasted who's posting them, and TikTok just knows.
Probably.
And they said they can post it.
They're targeting you for some reason, and it's not right. It's
for some reason. I don't.
It's dead wrong.
I don't know the
What
reason.
it is.
Well, one other thing that popped up that was kind of alarming to me is found this Tinder profile, Nicole, 21 years old. Now, who is that in the Tinder profile?
That is me. Sitting on my bed.
Your birth name isn't Yellz, but your birth name also isn't Nicole. Is that correct?
It is not Nicole, and I'm also not from Illinois.
Yeah.
So that is not me. I'm not on any dating apps.
East,
so Nicole, oh wow. So professional catfishers are trying to steal your identity, and TikTok is just letting them run away with it willy nilly.
I could be a murderer.
Everybody can post my videos except me, it seems like.
Oh man.
Well, terrible.
Yellz, we appreciate
you got the lawyers working on it.
Yeah, we're glad you got the lawyers. We think this is absolute bullshit. I think we're going to let the people know. We need to let the people know that TikTok is, is it safe to say, would you say that TikTok is discriminatory? They have discriminatory practices towards large-breasted women?
I would definitely say that TikTok is discriminatory against women with large breasts. 1,000,000%. And they might not say it directly, but I know that that's what they stand for. And again, I do think that they're just ass men. That's all I can say about that.
there you have it.
Hey, Yellz, if we were to send you a diamond encrusted bra, what size should we get you?
You could find that out on the Patreon.
Okay. Yeah. So if you want to check out Yellz's content, that I mean,
Nice
literally, maybe it'll be there, maybe no. I mean, it will be there because you're figuring it out, but not via a private Vimeo video. Apparently, you can go to Patreon.com.
Yeah, Vimeo banned me.
/ what's the slash on the Patreon? How can they find you?
/Yellz. Just
Okay, cool.
YELLZ.
Wonderful. And Yellz, I don't know if you know the advocacy work that we've been doing for large-breasted women. We're actually looking to pass a day, get a national holiday for large-breasted women, a day where large-breasted women can feel free and free to be themselves, and
Not restricted.
Restricted.
That's
it's called
necessary.
Big Naturals Day, and we've been doing a lot of advocacy work to get that done. Would you be interested in potentially working with us as a spokesperson for Big Naturals Day?
I would love to. I think that, somebody's got to do it. And as a person who has clearly been discriminated for my big naturals, I think I'm your best bet. I really do.
I think so,
I would
too.
love to. I would love for other big-breasted women to feel like they can post a TikTok video in a bikini and not get shamed for it by TikTok, the app. That's what I would like.
There you have it. Fantastic.
Sounds like a perfect future to me.
Well, guys, please check out Yellz, and Yellz, we're excited to be partners on Big Naturals Day moving forward. But yeah, thank you for coming on, and we really appreciate this insight.
Thank you so much. Thanks for having me.
Oh, yeah!
Well, that was pretty awesome.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's not fair.
Well,
Right.
it was great, but it was also, it reminded you how much work needs to be done for, women's rights, especially when it comes to large-breasted women.
It's not fair.
I can say I have
mistreating these women.
For research purposes, for journalistic research purposes, I went ahead and I went through every single one of her videos twice to make sure that there was no nipple slip or inadvertent nudity, and there's not. Zero. Absolutely zero.
Any hate speech? No, she's just doing her videos. Yeah.
She was
You look for it hard, right? I mean, you really gave it the old once over, right?
Yeah.
Twice over.
I got a hotel room.
Okay. Just making
Listen
sure.
to it in Spanish, like you put it in different languages. See if there's played it in reverse in case there was a hidden message in reverse.
So
And also, she is the new spokesperson for the Big Naturals Day that we are we're still pumping it out, and hopefully this gives us a nice little boost. If you search Big Naturals Day GoFundMe, you will find it, and you can donate to it, and you can make it happen. Official.
Well, and we're going to
holiday.
be doing more Big Naturals content with Yellz.
That's right.
That's the plan.
That's right.
Oh, fantastic.
So, very nice girl. There she is again. All right, let's pick the wheel up, see what's going on.
Excellent
tomorrow.
representative.
Yeah. I'm Hive Hour, so it's between you three schmoes. Here we go.
What'd you call me?
Yeah, you dolts.
Adults.
Ooh,
Back to
double
back
dip.
for Pat.
Back to back coffees.
You're the dolt.
Acting like an adult.
Mark on TikTok.
There it is.
There it
All
is.
right, wild card.
Last show of the week.
All right, we'll see you tomorrow. We love you. Thank you so much for your support and for spreading the word. And we hope you have a great fucking day.